What's up with the soul group, man? Soul family, subconscious community. Anyone tuning into this video for real, man. We making this live right now. Mission Viejo, California. Beautiful Orange County, the fucking bubble. Neath the near full moon right now. Near full moon fallen. So, you know, basically just like the name of this channel, we're talking about the damn near full Scorpio moon watching from right above us right now, or should I say right below us? Should I say right? I think I should say right below us. Honestly, pretty sure I should say that. So now that we're accurate and whatnot in this bitch, let's get down to a little bit of business here because it's been a while, man. But since I put up a video, but I just got the spirit to make this video. I just got the spirit to make a damn video. So, there's been so much going on, it's tough to pinpoint one thing, but this video is going to be mainly focusing on the Grand Trine in water that we have at this moment. As I say, neath or actually above the full moon falling right now. Scorpio moon right now. We're at 27 degrees right now. The sun's hanging out in Gemini. So once the moon gets in Sagittarius on the 25th degree, when it's completely opposite the sun, it'll be full. So that's going to be like 2 days from now. They say the 17th in my area of the world, leading us up to the beautiful summer solstice, which is, is Grand Cross shit. We're talking, it's basically Raphael season, baby. Archangel Raphael basically in this. So you dig, and it's gonna be summer. So spring has been the shit, man. Michael has been bringing us um, a straight up packed spring, to be honest. I'm gonna be honest, it's a bit bittersweet, with the death of Nipsey Hussle, basically like starting off the spring, for us here. It's crazy, man. So there's a quick flight boss lyric. I got to shout out to the flight boss out there, Archangel Uriel, Dolo to Pilot. Man, I got to give a quick shout out and a quick quote, if you don't mind, because what it is I'm gonna replace the N word with brothers, just so like I don't put a hit out on myself or whatever. I don't know. Hey, I don't know, man. Actually, it's a thing. But let's say so. You know, he's talking about once it becomes spring, basically, because when shit get hot, brothers get shot. And that's exactly what happened here to Nip this year. Holy shit. Tripping, man. So, hey, man, I'm not here to clout chase off of Nip because Nip is his own thing. But, just a little parallel, just a little crazy thing that's been, it's been all it that thought comes up for me so often. I must have to put it in a video. So hey, man, shout out to the flight boss. Hope you catch this video, man. But hey, shout out to the subconscious community. What's up with everyone, man? All right, so Grand Trine Water, we just want to talk about this for a second because it's very significant. We have some amazing alignments right now. Just real quick, I'll run through the transits since I've been for this video. Since I've been checking them so often and writing a lot down and different things. We're gonna talk about, so it's June 14th here, 2019. What up, what up? And we're gonna go through these transits real quick. So we got Sun, 20. Ooh, actually, I don't know which degree it is. It's probably 23. It might be 24 degree Gemini, right? And then we get to Mercury is about 15 degrees Cancer right now. Mars is about 18 degrees Cancer. So we got that beautiful conjunction there. Somewhat beautiful. It's also another fallen dig. But we got Venus actually conjunct the Sun in Gemini right now too. So that's fat. And let's see. So nice. All right. Phone's getting a little battery. All right. So next though, we got Neptune and Pisces. So this is the cool thing. I'm checking this out. We got 3 planets, actually 4 planets right now on the 18th degree of a sign, right? We had Mars, 18 degrees Cancer. We got Neptune, 18 degrees Pisces. Hey, that's my point of fortune. Hey, what's up, you dig? All right. So, and then we got Jupiter, 18 degrees Sagittarius in retrograde, right? So Neptune and Jupiter both in their rulership, pretty sick. And then Saturn also in his rulership on the 18th damn degree. So ain't that insane? And then so they're literally forming a freaking cross right now, a grand square. Wait, No, they're not, because no, unfortunately not. But it's just amazing that that they're all in the 18th degree right now, because a lot of them are trine. There's a couple aspects in there: trine, square, and conjunction, opposition, different things like that. I think there's a sextile in there. Yeah, sextile. So that's one thing we're gonna address in this video, actually. But just rolling through the rest of the transits. So Saturn is on the 18th degree of Capricorn in retrograde. Pluto is in retrograde in Capricorn on the 22nd degree, and Uranus is in Taurus on the 5th degree right now. So that's just a basic transits. I already said the moon, it's about to be on the cusp of Scorpio Sag, the beautiful cusp of revolution, the intense, steamy ass cusp of revolution. And, we're getting to that, we're about to end that fall of the moon stage in Scorpio. And we're about to go into Sag, where the moon's about to be full. And, so talking about the highlighting on this grand trine in water a little bit, because we have we got 4 planets involved here, and then all those planets are aspecting other planets in different signs. Like, they're all aspecting each other in some way almost all the time. So we get to let's just start off with the big boys, right? We got or the little boys, however you want to look at it. We got Mercury and we got Mars here in Cancer, right? So this is the first part of the grand trine. Also, by the way, I'm going to go over grand trine real quick for those who may not be aware of really what that means. Is a trine is a 120 degree angle, right? Of the 360 degree wheel, we get a 120 degree angle when the signs make that angle basically there. So the grand trine is when you have all 3 signs of a particular element, right? So in this case, we got water. So we got 3 water signs: the cardinal, fixed, and mutable signs, right? Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, right? So we're just gonna talk about the planets in those signs real quick. Um, you know, yeah. This is mainly for the subconscious community. I know y'all know what the grand trine is. So with the grand trine and water, man. So let's talk about Mercury and Mars here in Cancer. That's fat, right? So being initiative of and creative, basically, in the emotional way, right? Of feeling and dealing with the emotion. That's basically the way. That's basically what Cancer is all about. That cardinal water, basically. They water bending in this bitch, and they throwing waves at you. And then so that's basically Cancer, the crab, right? The 4th celestial house, right? So very, dealing with the home and all these things, and the moon, right? The moon's the ruler, right? So this is the only sign that the moon rules, and we know she pushes and pulls the tides. So the moon basically is the body of water that we're on in many ways. And so go to Uriel for that, and I recommend myself. And so that's what's going on kind of with Cancer, and then when we get Mercury there, myself, I'm ruled by Mercury, and this is all about left brain, feminine left brain, right? Yin left brain, thinking and communicating, basically. And so when we have Mercury in Cancer, we're communicating a lot of emotions and ways of feeling, but new ways of feeling and dealing with the emotion, basically, like I said, wander bending, basically. Your vibe, man. We're bending our vibes right now through thinking, communicating, analyzing, and that left brain shit. You know what I mean? So that's up in Cancer right now, and then this is conjunct Mars, which has a profound impact here, because Mars is fallen here in Cancer. So every planet falls in a sign, pretty much. So Mars falls in Cancer. Mars basically, he can't do anything. His fire is completely doused in Cancer. So basically, that's just like the symbolism into it. You know what I mean? But Mars is dealing naturally with our passion, motivation, desire, energy. It's a very energetic planet. It's the spark. It's the spark of creation. It's a fiery ass planet. That's Mars. We know this. It's the red planet, right? So goddamn, ruler of Aries and Scorpio, exalted in Capricorn, but therefore fallen in the opposing sign of Capricorn, which is Cancer. So fallen in Cancer, that's Mars, baby. So this is the time when if you're an Aries or a Scorpio, Capricorn, someone like me, dude, I got a shit ton of Aries, shit ton of Scorpio, all sort of. I got Mars in the first house, I got Mars left and right. I'm heavy Mars. But if you're Aries, Scorpio, Capricorn, something like that, maybe even Virgo, or you just have Mars very prominent in your chart, maybe that's your chart ruler or something like that. The positioning of Mars is going to really matter in that case. And when Mars is fallen, it's like you can't. It's like you might not find the passion or the motivation or the desire to do what, to be energetic, to spark of creation. Cancer represents creation, but in the complete opposite way of Mars. Like it's the moon's creation, so pushing and pulling the tides. We're not blowing shit down. When it comes to the water, Mars rules Scorpio, which is big ass blocks of ice and big ass blocks of water that just sit there and they can fuck you up. It's crazy, man. That's Mars, man. So you get to Mars in Cancer, and the moon's here, and Mars is just like fast asleep the entire time, low, 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 low. So there's really nothing. There's not necessarily a fiery. Mars is a fiery planet. There's no fire when there's Mars in Cancer. So not to say that you can't make up for it in other ways in an individual or that type of thing. So for me personally, I'm heavy Mars and Mercury. As I said, Mercury is my ruling planet, and the Mars is really prominent for me too. With my Aries fixed stars and my Scorpio moon and my Mars in the first house. God damn. Try telling me about Mars, homie. I know about Mars. So, I'm here basically in a very Martian shape and form at the moment with a lot of Martian energy, basically. And so, I'm basically kicking it, man. I'm using this energy to dive deeper into my dreams and things like this, which is beautiful. Oh man, is this the cops? Who is this, man? Bright ass lights, man. We're trying to make a video here, man. All right, people with them LEDs, man. Okay, so Mars in Cancer, fucked up. Mars asleep. So this is conjunct Mercury, right? So we're communicating these fallen or basically perhaps non-existent or emotional and moody, passions and desires and things like this. We're communicating all these fallen desires. Take it literally. Take fallen desires, right? So, unfulfillment is huge right now, especially with this near full moon in Scorpio, and with the full moon coming in Sagittarius, and with Gemini right now, with Venus and Sun and Gemini, shit's blowing up, man. Transits are crazy right now. So let's continue with this grand trine, because they're already what is this, 12-minute video? All right, so let's keep going with the transits, homie. We're almost done. We're getting this grand trine. So no, we're not almost done, but that took a while. That was two big boys in one go. So now we're gonna go to the left real quick, and we're gonna go to Neptune and Pisces on the 18th degree, as I mentioned earlier, my point of fortune. And Neptune's the co-ruler of Pisces, right? The 12th house. And so this is mutable water. So whereas Cancer creates, the ways of feeling and dealing with the emotion, Pisces is relatable with that shit. Pisces has that shit, and they relate it themselves, and they're interested in the ways others do it, right? So it's feeling and dealing with the emotion, but being mutable or adaptable to that shit, yourself and others, basically. The mutable signs are concerned more with others than the fixed signs, and just by default they're the most concerned with others, that mutable type energy. Trust me, I'm Virgo rising, so I'm very aware of of people and their auras and their energies and my surroundings and things like this. And I have Mars in the first house, like I said, right? So that's where I'm passionate about that shit, like, so that's why I'm making videos. And with Neptune being here in Pisces and the feet, right? Chicken of the sea and the feet of the being. Basically, we're talking about Neptune, being in its home, basically. So at the, Neptune's wherever he wants to be right now in the vast waters of the solar system, universe, galaxy, the higher dimensions, essentially. And just kind of the totality of the all, basically. We're talking about the whole here. So we're talking about the waters for sure when we're coming, especially when we're coming to Neptune and we're coming to Pisces. God damn it. So Neptune already deals with illusions and emotions and things like this, right? And water, right? Neptune, the god of the sea or whatever, right? So, Pisces is mutable water, so Neptune gets to surf his ass off or whatever he's into, man. He gets to travel all over. Like, let's just say Neptune's on a shape and form on Earth, you know what I mean? So if he was, and he was in his rulership of Pisces, he'd be surfing around the entire world, like for real, just all day, every day. But so we're getting to so so that's the mutable part of the trine. So we went a little bit backwards, right? We went cardinal to mutable, and now we're going to go to the right. We're going to go to fixed, right? We're going to go to Scorpio. So that's where the moon is right now, about to exit, but you know, long live Scorpio. You can't really get rid of that beast because it's always there, and your shadow is always there, and death and transformation is always lurking around the corner. The 8th house is always underneath your ass, regardless of what position it's in, you dig? So basically, you know, the moon being in Scorpio, just like Mars being in Cancer, the fall of this shit. And actually, Mars is the ruler of Scorpio, as we mentioned earlier. So Mars is fallen, can't help the moon out for shit. Actually, they're trining, so they're kind of like vibing together on some moody shit. Like, actually, yeah, when the moon in Scorpio, it's kind of cool. It should be a lot nicer to Mars in Cancer, probably than she would have been in Virgo or any other sign, man. But with Scorpio, you know, the moon's fallen here, so ways of reacting and dealing with the emotion, of course, and relating to others and things like this. But also our subconscious, right? The yin realm, essentially, right? In like just like the moon is kind of like the shape and form that represents the yin realm in our, you know, chakra that we live in or live on, basically. But that's just like you know, all of this shit that we see is just, and that we see in the external, is just a manifestation of what we have inside of us, what our energy that our spirit creates, and through our soul, aka our vibration, we can basically experience whatever we want in the energetic, aka the physical world, right? But everything in the physical world, if you want to talk about it, is energy at a higher level. And Scorpio always understands this, especially with the moon in Scorpio. For me, I have full moon in Scorpio in the 3rd house, right? So, you know, so for me, it's in my local surroundings, right? But just in general, it's dealing with like, naturally, when the moon is in Scorpio, you'll attract a lot of fallen souls, a lot of, you know, a lot of heavy, powerful spirits, and oftentimes dark spirits, you know? But it's not necessarily a, you know, it really depends on you and your state of being, you know, of your spirit, basically, because, you know, you got to not let that shit affect you. And, you know, it really just brings a level of awareness of transformation in the subconscious realm in general, because we're dealing with fixed water here. So we're dealing with being fixated on your own way of feeling and dealing with the emotion. So fuck other people, and fuck doing anything about it. I just am. That's why Scorpio is on some boss shit. This is Mars, baby. This is feminine Mars. What you gonna tell Mars, man? What you gonna tell her in this case? Scorpio is the she Mars. Jesus, what you gonna do, man? I mean, we already know about Aries, number one, masculine Mars, right? Yang Mars. We know about he Mars, right? Mars is kind of always associated naturally with a yang or a masculine disposition or energy. But, you know, this is she Mars, baby. So you're not messing, you're not getting out alive, right? You're getting trapped, you're getting stuck in the ice, trapped under ice, whatever you want to call it, right? So this is the moon right now. So she's about to transit out that shit. But this is bringing the fixed water side of things, where you're focused on your own. So when you're focused on you, there's no other possible, basically, destination, no other possible, basically, option really at all besides deep transformation. So, you know, what's up? What's good, man? Like, so that's what it is, man. So that's what we're digging with the full moon in Scorpio. All right, so dig that. And then, I mean, yeah, that's, you know, this video is damn near 20 minutes now. So a couple of cool things real quick is that with the moon in Scorpio, it's sextile Pluto and Capricorn, giving us opportunities to create or really transform our ways of reacting to our status and our structure in our life and boundaries and restrictions and all sorts of things that deal with hard things that deal with Saturn. But we're able to take power and control of all these things through our ways of reacting in this at this time. There's an opportunity there. So basically, we're transforming our status by the way that we're reacting to our status. Powerful shit. I'm going crazy, man. I'm going crazy. So much beautiful energy right now. So much deep ass energy. Jeez. All right. So before I run out of room and battery, also, Mars and Mercury in Cancer, they're opposing Saturn and Pluto here. So they're at odds. So when we think and communicate, and we're passionate about it, like I said, it's fallen passion. So we're basically going to be opposing our structure and stability in our lives, and we're going to be trying to take power and control over, there's going to be some opposition when it comes to these energies and these basically experiences right here, these motherfuckers, these bodies. So that's what's that. But then also you got what's really cool is you got Saturn up basically perfecting a sextile or a 60-degree angle right now with Neptune and Pisces as well. So Pluto's obviously involved there too, but Saturn's perfecting that aspect right there. And Capricorn is cardinal earth, right? So initiating, creating new ways of thinking and being practical, basically. That's what Capricorn would be there, right? Feminine Saturn. So Saturn is in her feminine rulership, whereas Jupiter's in his masculine rulership right now. But Neptune's in his only basically rulership, or her, whatever you want to say. What is gender, man? I mean, we don't have to choose anything, man. And so that's giving us an opportunity to create illusions based off of our stability and structure. Like, we're creating illusions. It's either you're creating illusions and gaining structure and stability and transforming your status and taking power and control over all of this shit and your illusions, everything, like I'm doing, baby. If you're riding the wave, at least like I'm trying to do, and then, or it could be like you're stuck in an illusion of what structure or stability is to you, or something like that, or you're stuck in an illusory boundary or restriction or limitation that is an illusion, baby. And so that's cool. And so yeah, I think that's enough for this video for now. More transits, all sort of cool shit. You can see what's going on. Saturn and Pluto trine Uranus, you dig. And we had a grand Earth trine when the moon was in Virgo, so it's really cool with all these planets spread out nicely. But clicking up, when the moon's transiting, we get all these grand trines. Just in the last few weeks, I've been digging the transits, and fire grand trine, Earth grand trine, water grand trine, all this good shit, man. And so basically you got to be up in here on your avatar shit, trying to master all four elements, recognizing you are the master of all four elements, and get your grind on. And honestly, man, thanks a whole lot for digging and tuning into this video, man. Hope you dug it. Let me know what you think and all. Trying to communicate, but we got 20 minutes or something like that, 22, 23 minutes, and it's like, I can't, it's not like we're together over a screen. So I'm just talking, man. But hope it was cool. Let me know what you think. Subconscious community, soul group, soul family, star family, star seeds, earth angels, everyone in this motherfucker, man. Archangels, of course, calling all angels and calling dragons, baby. And climb on your dragon right away to paradise, baby. Hey, man, love y'all, man. Nick from Full Moon Fallen Astral Topics, and peace until next time. Namaste as well.